What's good, YouTube? It's KingX.X coming to you guys with a brand new video, and in today's video we have a lot to talk about in regards to Black Ops 7 and the future of Call of Duty, because we as a community should be very happy about this, and we as a community have actually won. We have beat Activision and Call of Duty in general. Let's go ahead and talk about what we have to talk about in here, because we have about 4 things I want to talk about in this video. The first thing we're going to talk about is carry forward in Black Ops 7. That is the big piece of news we have, and it says, first off, thank you. Call of Duty has always been fueled by the community. Every match, every clip, every bit of feedback, you've shaped this franchise right along us. We know there has been a lot of conversation recently about the identity of Call of Duty. Some of you have said that we've drifted from what made Call of Duty unique in the first place. Immersive, intense, visceral, and in many ways grounded. That feedback hits home and we take it seriously. We hear you. This is in regards to carry forward. As you can tell here, it says Black Ops 7 needs to feel authentic to Call of Duty and its setting. That's why Black Ops 6 operators and weapon content will not carry forward to Black Ops 7. Double XP tokens and Gobblegum will still carry forward. Because we recognize your time and progression are important, this change applies only to Black Ops 7. Call of Duty Warzone is not affected, and all your Black Ops 6 content stays usable there. So that is very big news. Carry forward was one of the biggest concerns outside of a couple other things with Black Ops 7, and now that we have confirmation that carry forward outside of Gobblegum and Double XP will not be coming to the game, that is huge news. There's not going to be any Beavis and Butthead skins. There's not going to be any American Dads. There's not going to be that weird alien skin that's on like some robot looking thing. I honestly don't know what show that's from. That's probably from American Dad as well. And there's also going to be no Ninja Turtles or anything like that. So very exciting news there. Now, of course, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting a skin filter. That is a bit unfortunate, but I will say if they're going to tone down the skins and maybe even the collabs, then I guess I'm kind of fine with it. I'm pretty sure the community will also kind of get over that, of course. Not having those ridiculous skins in the game is awesome, especially at launch. We're actually gonna have a game that kind of feels like Call of Duty, or at least feels like the setting Call of Duty is trying to create. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is in regards to anti-cheat and cheaters. Call of Duty put out a blog, and it says that fighting cheaters with Richochet, cheating ruins matches, and we know how frustrating it is. In Black Ops 6, we've made solid progress shutting down cheat makers faster, reducing response times, and cleaning up leaderboards. For Black Ops 7, we're going further. As we've previously detailed in our recent progress report, starting November 14th, PC players will need to enable Secure Boot and TPM 2.0 on PC, giving us stronger tools to block cheats at the system level. New detection and mitigation systems will also roll out, built to kick cheaters earlier and harder. Some will be testing during the beta. The full suit will go live at launch. We're committed to staying ahead and protecting fair play. So if you do play on PC or you just have crossplay enabled, then this should help with the cheating situation that we have in Call of Duty, which is really a huge problem. I myself do not play on PC. I've never played on PC, so I'm not too sure how Secure Boot and TPM 2.0 are going to work on Black Ops 7. You guys who play on PC can let me know if you think that it is actually going to help Call of Duty and help some of the cheating problems that Richochet is dealing with. Also, it is kind of cool that they are shutting down cheat makers. The only problem here is that cheating is such a big issue in all free-to-play games, or at least majority of free-to-play games. So shutting down these cheat makers is only going to make more cheat makers create more cheats and provide them. And if you're a cheater, you're most likely not going to stop just because one of your cheat makers gets stopped. It's kind of like criminals in real life outside of gaming. Like, there's laws and they're always going to break those laws. Somebody who wants to cheat is going to cheat and they're going to find a way. So hopefully this does limit it a lot. Cheating has been a big problem in Call of Duty. Now let's go ahead and talk about the next thing we have here, because Charlie Intel on Twitter ended up putting out a tweet. So how about ending disbanding lobbies and reducing SBMM next at Call of Duty? And another guy on Twitter by the name of I Praise God. Brother, we need you guys as creators who go to events to relay these ideas to the developers directly. Charlie Intel ends up responding saying, what do you think we ask them at every event? I would like to believe that this is definitely something that all creators, or at least majority of creators, do get behind and actually do try and talk to Call of Duty about. Obviously, it has not worked in the past, and clearly Call of Duty and Activision just don't care enough to get rid of SBMM or even just disbanding lobbies. I'm pretty sure there might have been one Call of Duty that kind of got rid of it, but it still didn't really change anything. SBMM is still as strong as ever, especially in Black Ops 6. That game is very sweaty. My first few games were very fun. After that, it has been very miserable. But I really do hope that Call of Duty does decide to reduce SBMM. I mean, we have Battlefield 6 out. Battlefield 6 will be coming out in about a month from now, and that game is going to have no SBMM, so I feel like if you're trying to compete with Battlefield Battlefield, one of the ways that you could compete with Battlefield is literally by removing SBMM or even just reducing it to how it used to be in Call of Duty. Unfortunately, ever since Advanced Warfare came out, Call of Duty has been downhill when it comes to their matchmaking system. But the last and final thing I want to talk about here, Charlie Intel ends up putting out a tweet, and you could check this on the PlayStation Store as well. It says Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Vault Edition pre-orders. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Vault Edition pre-orders are now ahead of Battlefield 6 Phantom Edition's pre-orders on PS5 stores. If we take a look at the PlayStation Store, we have NBA 2K26 holding the very first 2 spots. We have FC 26. We have Metal Gear Solid. We have another 2K, which of course 2K is always going to sell good regardless every single year. Then we have Call of Duty. There's even Gears of War ahead of Battlefield 6 Phantom Edition, and then a few spots later, Battlefield 6 Standard Edition. Now, of course, we don't see Black Ops 7's normal edition there, but it is very interesting to take a look at because people always say that Call of Duty is too big to fail. People always say that Call of Duty is too big to fail, and when Black Ops 7's Vault Edition is higher than the Battlefield 6 pre-orders, it really does add merit to that. It's very surprising because as much as people hated the Black Ops 7 trailer, which has so many dislikes, very similar to the Infinite Warfare reveal, it doesn't seem like that even mattered. People still decided to pre-order Black Ops 7, especially the Vault Edition, which is like one of the most expensive editions of Black Ops 7. They have still pre-ordered it, so unless we are all just a minority when it comes to YouTube and social media, then it seems like a lot of the community that plays outside of us really don't care about all the information that we talk about in our videos and on social media, because Black Ops 7 is still set to sell really, really good, so very interesting there. Now, I will say, if we take a look at the PC or like Steam editions, Battlefield 6 is still ahead of Black Ops 7, which honestly isn't really too surprising. All of my favorite Battlefield YouTubers when I used to play Battlefield all played on PC. Battlefield will always have a big PC following compared to a console following. Call of Duty has always been a console game, and of course, they've been, ever since Warzone, they have tried to grow their PC population, but of course, Battlefield is always just going to be bigger there, so nothing too surprising when it comes to PC, but of course, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 still set to get really good pre-order sales. Very surprising there, but let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on everything down below. Are you guys happy that carry forward will not be a thing in Black Ops 7? I know I'm very excited about it. My biggest concern here is really skill-based matchmaking, and I will make another video talking about what Call of Duty can do to really outsell Battlefield 6, because if Call of Duty gets rid of SBMM, then we are going to have 2 very good games throughout the rest of 2025, and we'll also have GTA 6 coming out in 2026, and of course, we have other games that have already came out, like Madden, which is my main bread and butter, so I am very excited, but let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions down below. If you guys would like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, put on post notifications so you guys don't miss another video. Have a good rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.